Poppin' Tea Squad. My name's Joshanna and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
He thought he can get me back, but I am always gonna be the winner. Let's go. Don't get caught slipping out here in these streets.
What is it?
It's a surprise. Damn, I didn't get to finish the word. Don't ever prank a prankster.
You're not the prankster.
How does it feel?
You're not the prankster. That wasn't a prank.
Yes, it was.
You really want to do this with me, Keish?
Oh, you hear the threats, guys? How do you like your new tat? It was supposed to say punk, but I actually came in here twice. The first time I had the dry erase marker, and it wouldn't friggin' work. I had to go on a hunt for permanent markers, and I finally found them.
It's permanent? It's not permanent. Is it really permanent?
Maybe it's only permanent to paper.
You better hope so.
Otherwise, it can just be a tat.
I'll give you a permanent beating if it doesn't come off.
What kind of beating?
Whatever kind hurts the most.
Aw. That sucks.
Alright guys, so we just pulled up to the gym. About to go in?
It's about to go down.
I think you're gonna play ball, right?
If they let me. If there's no classes on right now.
Alright, so I'm gonna get the weights in. Keisha's getting ball. She's trying to like practice so she can one day beat me 1-on-1, but that'll never happen. And I think Keisha's gonna vlog me a little bit while I'm doing weights.
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright guys. Alright guys, so I'm back from my workout. It was a great workout. Alright, so for the rest of today's vlog, I'm gonna do a little story time. Basically, it kind of ties in with Kobe retiring the other day, and
I can't believe how fast 20 years went by, man. This is crazy.
it's basically about my transition from a high school basketball player to getting a full ride basketball scholarship to dropping out of college to becoming a YouTuber. So I've touched on this stuff like a little bit, but I'm gonna go more in depth and let you guys know, because it was a pretty crazy journey. My life has been crazy thus far. So going back to high school, I was a huge basketball player, as I've said in various vlogs. I literally played ball like 4 or 5 hours a day, practicing, working on my skills, tournaments. Like I played all day, every day, and it was my passion. All right, so this is me. And this is basically like a little highlight reel that I made. And I actually, look at this is me. See that? Woo, the spin. I basically made this highlight reel to market myself to schools in the US, in the States. This is still me right there. See, okay, you guys can see why they called me Trey now, right? Kobe was my inspiration basketball-wise, like his drive, his passion, the way he played the game. He was like my idol when it came to basketball.
81-point game.
So him retiring just like brought back all these memories, and that's why I wanted to tell this story. So basically, yeah, I get the full ride basketball scholarship. I go to LA. However, I didn't stay long. This is where the story takes like a drastic change and gets kind of interesting. After getting on campus in LA, about 3 weeks to a month in, I just up and left. There was so much going on in my mind, and it was crazy. To a lot of people, it looked like, I'm sure it looked like I made the worst decision of my life at that point, because I had literally worked my entire life to that point on obtaining a full ride basketball scholarship. It was valued like probably over $100,000 US. And I had worked so hard for this, and I got it, I achieved it, and then I left, and I just dropped it like it was nothing. To anyone looking from the outside, I can see how that would look like a crazy decision at the time, but I knew in my mind that like all of a sudden it didn't feel right, and I didn't want to be there. Basketball at that point had taught me a lot, and I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I wanted to pursue other stuff in life. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I wanted to embrace my creativity and find my true passion. And basketball just wasn't my passion anymore. From there, I moved to Toronto, as you guys know, and the rest is history. About 6 months ago now, we opened our YouTube channel, and I found what I always wanted to do in life. So like the path that I've been on was crazy. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but everything truly does happen for a reason, because YouTube ended up being what all of the stuff I went through was for. Sometimes you might have to do things that other people aren't going to agree with, but as long as you're doing them for the right reasons, and you know that what you're doing feels right, and you have to trust that. We have to trust our intuition and our gut, and people aren't always going to understand why you're doing something or why you make a certain decision. But if it's better for yourself and you know that, then at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you, and you can't necessarily let other people's opinion affect you. So that's what's up, guys. I hope you like this little story time. I will see you tomorrow on Today with Trey. All right, T Squad. Peace out, guys. Love y'all.